Hi, welcome to Ringside with Kayla. Today I have the National Golden Glove champion, King Julian Delgado. Thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on your interview. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Now it hasn't been that long since you've been competing in the boxing world. How did that journey begin for you and what got you into boxing?
Uh, yeah, so I started when I was 20 years old, and at the time I had a full-blown lawn care and landscaping business that I had the desires of growing into a small business to a large company. And I was doing that for about from the ages of 19 to 20, about a year and a half. And I just I just needed something more out of life, I suppose. And I was a wrestler from the ages of 7 years old to 19. So like I guess I just missed that competitive like just training the grind and then that small moment of just getting that medal, getting that award, trophy. I pursued wrestling in college. It didn't work out for me. So I kind of had just like that it was still in me, and I just decided like I want to start boxing. I had no idea that it would take off so quickly and I would fall in love with it the way I did. But I just wanted something other than just going to the gym, working all day, making money, and then work out again, go home, go to sleep. Like the routine got old and I needed more out of life for myself. So I was like, I'm just gonna go find a boxing gym. I just want to fight. Like I just wanted to fight. I was just an angry 20-year-old. I just wanted to take out my emotions, and yeah, I just went to a gym and I just walked in there like, can I spar one of your fighters? And I had no idea that you're really not supposed to do that type of thing. It's kind of like disrespectful towards
The first
the
time.
coaches and the gym. I just walked in. It was a gym my father had my dad had trained at when he was my age in Corpus Christi. And so I knew of it. And I just walked in, just like, hey, spar one of your fighters. And they just look at me like, who is this guy? What does he think he is? But they let me. And I just went in there and I just was fighting dude angry, just dinked him around and then I left and I went to one other gym called CCPOA Boxing Club, where I'm still at to this day. And I did the same thing. Just can I spar one of your fighters, beat them up, and then but it just felt right. Like I got that feeling like this is what I'm supposed to be. It's a nonprofit organization gym, so they're all volunteer coaches. They don't get paid a dime. It's awesome. Just beat up ready gym. And I started after 2 weeks of boxing. I just like got this prompting from God. I got this feeling just telling me just go all in. This is what you're supposed to do. So I got rid of all of I had 75 uh homes that I managed their properties, mowing their yard and everything. And I just literally overnight I did their yard one more time and I told them I'm done with this. I'm not pursuing this anymore. And I went full time into boxing just until I ran out of money, out of savings. And yeah, that's how it started uh 16 months ago. And I've just been all in, like my life revolves around it ever since 2 weeks of joining the gym.
But I
Yeah.
think it's really amazing how you're able to find your passion, so quickly. And I really like how you're so dedicated to the sport and you're able to like drop, everything that you did. And but so far it's been doing really good for you. So yeah, I'm really happy to see that your decision is doing really great for you right now. And also, you were the first person from Corpus Christi to win the National Golden Gloves champion title in 40 years. How does it feel being able to get that accomplishment in such a long time for Corpus Christi, and how does it feel being able to represent Corpus Christi as well?
It's crazy. That's my age multiplied by two. that's two grown men, like two generations that have gone by, and no one's done it from Corpus Christi. So it's like it's awesome. It's amazing, and I'm extremely proud to represent where I'm from. When people ask me, "What part of Texas are you from?" and I tell them I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas. I was born and raised, and a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't know where that's at. They're like, "Where's Corpus Christi?" And I'll just like, "It's 2 hours from San Antonio." And like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "It's where Selena is. Where Selena was born." And they're like, "Oh, Selena," you know. But I'm extremely proud to represent my city, and I've had an overwhelming amount of just support from the people here, the business owners, you know, just when I go running outside, I've been for as long as I've been started over a year now. I run this route, and at the red lights, I like shadow box, and I'll do push-ups, I'll do pull-ups on like street signs, and like people just start honking, they start recording, they start cheering for me, and it's very like motivating and just you such a rush of dopamine knowing that people see you working hard and like want to truly see you succeed. But it's also
That's so amazing to hear how much support you have behind you in your journey, and it's just I'm so happy to hear that for you as well. And also I've seen some videos where you and your mom were very emotional after your win. How does it feel to have your mom support along your journey?
it, I literally wouldn't be able to do any of this. I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't have achieved anything without the privilege of just my mom, you know, being the loving mother that she is. I'm 21 years old. I'm gonna be 22 next month, and she's allowing me to, stay here, and I don't have the stresses of life of worrying about rent and utilities and all the other expenses that life brings, that come out of nowhere once you graduate high school, and I'm very blessed and fortunate that I have that. I don't have to worry about that stress, so I can really just, that's the only way I'm able to, this is all I do. I train full time, so yeah, I was crying like a little baby when I won, you know, I just, I was just overwhelmed with emotions just because, you know, it had been a long journey, and I made a vow 9 months before when I lost in the semifinals of last year's National Golden Gloves. I was one win away from being in the finals and fighting for gold, and I lost by a split decision to the number one fighter in the country. And I truly felt I did enough. I did more than enough to pull it off, But number one guy in the country, over 100 amateur fights versus I was on my 13th fight. Nobody knew who I was. Who are the judges going to give the split decision to? But I don't like to make like excuses. It's just I felt I did a more than enough to win, so it hurt. And I vowed, like literally moments after, I vowed to my coach, just I'm coming back next year. I'm gonna win the whole thing, and I'm never losing again. And that's why I was just like sobbing, just because all those it was 9 months of just like holding that loss with me in my heart. And like when I won, it was just like finally, like it was worth it type of thing. Yes.
I can see why you would be emotional because that's such a huge accomplishment, and especially coming from Corpus Christi, that's something to be extremely proud of as well. And speaking about your loss, was that one of the reasons that that kept you motivated and driven throughout this journey? And what else?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. 100%. I kept that. I After I lost, one of the most dangerous things anybody could like their mindset could be is things don't go your way. You just it is what it is and you keep moving forward, and after I lost, like I just I put myself present in that moment, that feeling of just so close and losing. It's so hard. It sucks. Nobody likes to lose. And I kept it with me. I kept that feeling with me in the front and the back of my mind every single day, because there's a lot of days where you don't really want to train as hard every day, or you don't want to do the little things that are important, going to bed before 11 because you got to be up at 4, and like just the small things, eating very clean, all the little things. You don't want to do it all the time, and you have to use has to have their reason why, and 100% I use that loss to fuel me every day. And then in the ring when I'm fighting, I had to win 5 nights in a row with no rest in between. I fought every single night, and I had a deeper reason why than anybody in front of me, and that's why I won. That's why I won, because I wasn't gonna go home with anything less than belt. I didn't want a medal in. So yeah, 100%. You have to learn how to use. I used that failure to like fuel me for those 9 months. It was a long 9 months.
Before entering the ring, how like what is your mindset before entering? How do you keep yourself calm and collected?
I have a tremendous amount of just faith in God. That's very important to me. As far as God close to me at all. So I don't I don't really get nervous. If anything, there at nationals, each day that I got closer, I got less and less and less nervous. I got more and more confident. Just before I enter the ring, I'm just very calm. It's hard to explain. I have like this fury in my mind of like I'm gonna destroy this person, and I'm gonna like just the Mike Tyson mindset, like just an annihilator. I have that, but at the same time, I'm equally just calm and just peaceful, and I just have peace of mind knowing that I did everything down to the T, months and months and months before, running in the morning, strength and conditioning workouts, hitting sparring rounds on rounds on rounds, uh, doing everything right, eating clean, going to bed early, waking up early, not I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go party. I talk to maybe like 5 of my friends, and even that I don't really get to see them because my life revolves around this. I have that peace of mind knowing I did everything right leading up to this point. I'm gonna go in there and just perform. That's it. So I'm very peaceful, calm, and confident when I walk in the ring. 100%.
That is such a good mindset to have, and that's a really good mindset, especially for boxing, to know to have that type of self-confidence in yourself and to carry that with you as you enter the ring. But moving on, what are your goals, short term and long term, as far as boxing?
I have a very clear vision. I'm talking about since the second I started, I've never been more sure about anything that I'm doing right now in my entire life. And it's very, very simple. Win a national title, win the Olympic trials, go win a gold medal in the Olympics, make my professional debut, and work my way up towards being a world champion. I think it's very realistic that I will be a world champion. I'm 20, I'll be 20 next month. I'll be a world champion by the ages of 24, 25. No doubt in my mind, I will.
I do want to thank you so much for joining this interview with me, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.